All right, so good evening, everyone. Before I formally start, no, let me just check with our participants. Now, there are also people coming in pa, no? So, hindi pa nagsa-start yung ating webinar proper, but you can invite your friends, your family members who are interested in this kind of session. Okay, now let me check with you if you clearly see my screen and also hear my voice. Kindly type in yes po sa ating chat box. Okay? Ayan. So thank you very much to Miss Mylene. We also have Miss Rose and Miss Felicity. Okay. Okay. Thank you everyone. No? Now to formally start my session, our webinar for tonight no is building passive income, a guide to dividend investing. So hopefully tonight we'll learn how dividends work. Paano nga ba siya nag-work when it comes to as an investor, no? Why investors use them and also practical tips to build a dividend income plan. No? So let's make it simple and useful for investors just like you. Now, to those who are new sa ating sessions, no, our company is dedicated to financial literacy and creating awareness of investment opportunities that empower individuals just like us and also institutions to attain their financial goals. We envision it as the largest, and most trusted Philippine investment solutions partner. Now, for tonight, medyo mag-isa lang tayo together with our representative from marketing team, no? It's my honor and also our pleasure to serve you today as your speaker and also as your host as well. Now, for our financial literacy activities, we are also regularly invited by the public sector. We have academic institution, mga colleges natin, universities. We also have private companies for their financial well-being ng kanilang employees. It's amazing how technology kasama na rin yung social media channels natin, no? To add value wherever we are located. Okay? Now, at First Metro Securities, we are committed to advancing retail investor education. That's why today's practical session, my goal is for you to leave knowing how dividends can fit in your financial plan. So as you can see here on the screen, regularly meron po kaming public webinars. You can actually see the recorded sessions sa ating YouTube channel. Some of our short videos meron din. We also have Audible na mga version of this one. Search lang natin sa mga major platforms at First Metro Sec. Alright. So, quick agenda lang, no? Ano nga ba yung pag-uusapan natin for tonight? We'll cover what dividends are. Number 2, why invest for dividends. Number 3, key metrics, no, to watch. And how to build a dividend portfolio. Also, lastly, I'd like to maybe introduce some of our products and services. We also know how First Metro Securities can help in that journey. Okay, so again, if my questions pa tayo regarding the presentation, feel free to ask in the Q&A portion of the Zoom panel. Okay, ayan. So we'll try to answer them later during the live Q&A after po na ating presentation. Okay, ayan. So let's start off with a quick, maybe non-investing question. No? Something everyone can relate to, even your kids or mga medyo employed na or maybe ngayon nagre-rest pa. If you got a buy one take one burger, no, what would you do with the extra one? Okay, so bumili ka ng isa tapos may promo pala sila, maka-receive ka ng another burger. Okay, so what would you do with the extra one? Is it eat both? Kasi malay mo, gutom ka ng time na yon, or you would just want to taste another burger, baka ibang flavor din yung burger na yon. Number 2, we have save it for later. Pwede natin gawing lunch or dinner or for tomorrow na breakfast. And also, share with a friend. Okay, so kahit sino ba, someone na magkatabi ninyo sa restaurant or someone na nakita nyo along the way, your friend, your family. Okay? Yan. Let me see. We have share with a friend from Sir Romel. We also have two. No, so save it for later, sabi ni Miss Felicity and Sir Jose. Save or share, sabi ni Sir Mark. Okay? Wala na bang hahabol pa? Ayan. So, extra free things, no? Yung mga kaya nating makuha because of the promos or they come to the situation. No? Sabi ni Sir Archie, sell daw. Okay? Now, extra free things can be consumed, save, or shared. So, same choices we face with dividend na cash. Okay? So, that's how people think about the word extra, no? Let's think of dividends as an extra that your stocks or funds can give you. Okay? Ayan. Quick second poll naman, if your stocks or funds gave you extra cash every 3 or 6 months without selling them, what would you do with it? Okay, so dito medyo related na siya sa investing. Okay, so isi-save ba natin? Second is reinvest natin. Kukunin natin yung dividends and then maybe we'll reinvest, buy more shares or spend, gagastusin natin. Okay, ayan. So we have new names from the chat, no? Okay. So far, most of you answered reinvest. Okay. First one, we have Sir Romel. We have Miss Rose. Sabi din ni Miss Cindy Chen, save and reinvest. So far, wala na tayong ibang questions, no? All right. So this is exactly the decision on investors, no, when it comes to dividends. Ano nga bang gagawin ko sa dividends ko? Okay? Now, let me show you the simple ways actually to make money from the stocks, no, without any complicated stuff. So first one, actually very common strategy, no, is to buy cheap, sell high, meaning imagine kapag nasa grocery ka or big store, you grab the items that are naka-sale kasi mura siya and then you want to sell it kapag mataas na yung kanyang presyo. Okay? Second way, some companies share profits, no? You get paid regularly, like little bonus for supporting them. Okay, so another insert for strategy is reinvesting. Okay, yun yung mga sinabi sa mga answers ninyo dito sa poll, no? You can grow your money faster by reinvesting. So instead of cashing out, bibili tayo more of that stock. Okay, so it's like planting more money trees. Now, if paid out regularly by stable companies, dividends can be a good source of income. Okay, so some companies have a dividend policy which indicates the percentage of the net income to be given as dividends. Okay, so napakita ko ininyo yung mga most common ways how to earn from the stocks, no? For all of it, all of the strategy matters to. So, some investors prioritize growth. Others naman, just like you guys, you prioritize as well income. Okay, so if you want cash flow without really selling your stocks, dividends are the tool. Okay, so same different situation. So if you need cash for monthly expenses, dividends can provide that without forcing you to sell your shares. Okay, and so what are dividends, no? So dividends are cash or stock rewards that the companies or funds gives to the shareholders from the profits. Okay? We have different kinds of dividends. Yung cash, pinaka-common, yung pinaka-gusto ng mga investors. Simplest one, you get money in your accounts once meron na tayong dividend. Okay? Now, here's a live example, no? We have Stock Globe. Ayan, so may mga konting notifications tayo. Let me know if I am choppy on your end so that I can adjust my bandwidth. Okay? Ayan. So again, we have Globe, no? Priced at 1,530, trailing 12 months dividend of 100 pesos per share. We also have T12 dividend yield of 6.54%. This is as of September 10. So later I will discuss how to understand what yield means. No, yung sinasabi nila dividend yield and how it is calculated. Okay? So there are actually 100 of publicly listed companies, the local stock market natin or PSE, that we can choose from. But what are the type of stocks though? So recap lang po ito for those na um, balik loob sa stock investing or for example, new to stock market investing. Okay? Yeah, so first up, we have preferred stocks, no? For this one, I have an example from Ayala Corp Series 3, preferred ACP B3, no? They tend to pay fixed dividends and can be callable, meaning the company can buy that share back, no? And usually offer higher yield but less price upside compared with common stocks, no? So for preferred shares, yung risk and reward trade-off natin dito is that they may provide more income and less volatility in capital gains historically, but they may also be callable. Okay? Redeemable by the company at a certain date. Okay? Ayun. Second one is we have the common stocks. Example, we have Meralco. Common stocks natin pay variable dividends, no, and may not always pay. So they generally offer the biggest potential for long-term capital gains plus dividends when paid. Okay, so here's a sample na stock from utility sector natin. We have Meralco is at 535 pesos last September 10 and trailing 12 months dividend per share of 25.06 pesos and trailing 12 months dividend yield of 4.68%. Okay, payment frequency 2 times. Okay. Now, to see those characteristics in action, no, let's look at Meralco's historical performance from 2017 up to the present. Okay, you can clearly see here that the price fluctuates, no? Meaning umaakyat siya, bumababa siya due to the supply and demand market forces. So there are periods that it trends higher, meaning tumaas yung kanyang presyo. You can profit here when you buy low and sell high. That's how you make money investing, one of the ways that I've mentioned kanina. There are also periods that it trends lower. Okay, so you should avoid the stock during this time or take opportunity and baka you want to invest in that stock and then medyo mababa pa yung kanyang value right now but you expect na mag-grow din yung kanyang company or you see that data na may upside pa siya, you can take advantage of it. Okay, so despite the price fluctuations, Meralco has given dividends through the years. Okay? Yan. So third kind of stock, no, we have real estate investment trust. Okay, yung REITs, one of the favorite ng ating mga investors, no. Let's start by first understanding muna, ano nga ba yung REITs, no? So REITs are companies that are duly registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission and publicly listed and traded on the PSE. Okay, so REITs basically exist to own revenue generating real estate assets. Okay, so a REIT company's revenue generating real estate assets can be yung mga rental properties natin. So we have office spaces, commercial centers, ano pa ba? We have hotels and resorts and even energy producing projects, no? Now, through the REIT companies, fund managers, and also property managers as well, the REIT company collects revenue and is required by the REIT law, okay? So RA 9856 to distribute 90% of its annual distributable income to its shareholder. Okay, so because of this unique feature, REITs can be a good source of passive dividend income for your diversified investment portfolio. Okay, now we have an example, no? We have a REIT traded at 44.60 pesos with trailing 12 months dividend yield of around 5.22%. Okay, so for common shareholders of REIT companies, that means there is an opportunity to earn via streams of dividends and capital appreciation. No? So over time, a REIT company's dividend per share and share price may grow as a result of more revenue generating real estate assets being injected or deposited sa kanilang portfolio. Okay, now let's look at A-REIT's historical performance from IPO up to the present, no? So despite the price fluctuation, A-REIT has given dividends quarterly since 2020 and they're also increasing year on year. Year 2024 is ARIT gave 2.25 pesos per share in dividends and much higher than 2023. Okay, now let's also look at four important dividend dates. Okay, when it comes to dividend play investing, no. So let's keep this simple, no, para mas madali natin maintindihan. Okay, so remember, we have declaration date, we also have ex-dividend date, we have record date and payment date. Okay, so isa-isahin natin ano ba nangyayari during that dates, no? First is declaration date. So this is when the company officially announced the dividend, no? So how much they'll pay and the other important dates we'll talk about. Think of it as the company making a promise, no, during the declaration date. Okay? Now, moving forward, second is ex-dividend date. We also call it ex-div, no? This is the most important date for traders. Okay? So, if you buy the stock on or after the ex-dividend date, you will not receive the upcoming dividend. Okay? To receive the dividend, you must buy the shares before the ex-dividend date. Okay? Now, for those naman na gustong magbenta, yung mga existing shareholders nila, you still get that dividend date because you were on the because you were a shareholder before the ex-dividend date. So later, for those na bago pa when it comes to this kind of schedule or new pa to stock market investing, later I will give emphasis on ex-dividend date para mas madali natin maintindihan. I'll give also examples. Okay? Now, third one is record date. So on this day, the company looks at its shareholder register, no, to see who officially owns the shares and those people who will get the dividends. Okay, so because trades take time to settle, no, medyo matagal, exchanges set the ex-dividend date earlier so ownership lines up by the record date. Okay, and finally, we have the payment date. Okay, so this is when the company pays the dividend na talaga sa kanilang mga shareholders and the cash is credited to your broker account. Okay? Now, here is a pro tip, no? Medyo marami man yun, 4 dates. You don't need to memorize these dates manually. You can simply check our platform, First Metro Securities, for those who are existing clients na namin. You can actually see this schedule sa aming platform. Okay? So yung na-mention ko kanina, we have declaration date, ex-div, record, payment date are posted for you. So that way, you're always updated and can plan your trades accordingly. Okay? Now, so this is one of the most common questions, no? When should I own the stock? Okay? So kailan ko dapat makuha yung dividends, no? Okay? So the simple answer is you need to buy the stock before the ex-dividend date. Again, you need to buy the stock before the ex-dividend date. So if you buy it on or after the ex-dividend date, you won't be entitled to the upcoming dividend. Okay? So if you already own it, meron ka ng shares of that stock, before the ex-dividend date and then you're qualified, even if you sell it on the day sa ex-div, entitled ka pa rin for that dividend. Okay, so think of ex-dividend date as the cut-off period, no? So anyone holding the stock before the cut-off is entitled. Anyone buying after the cut-off is too late na. Okay, so remember, buy before ex-dividend if you want the dividends. Okay? You can take a screenshot for this one para may reference po tayo. Okay? Yan. Yan, I'll also give another example, no? To make it concrete. Okay? So example, hypothetical lang. We have declaration date of around February 24. So company announces dividend, no? For example, nag-announce siya ng around 2 pesos per share as cash dividend. Okay? And then ex-dividend date niya is March 17. Record date niya is March 20. Payment date niya is April 15. Okay? So if you buy on March 16, so one day before the ex-dividend date, you will receive the dividend. Okay? Pero if you buy on mismong sa ex-dividend date, yung March 17 or after, you will not receive the dividend. Okay? Now, for those naman na may existing na stocks, and then kailangan nila, or maybe gusto nila at some reason, they want to sell it, no, on March 17, yung mismo ex-dividend date, you still receive the dividend, no, because you were the owner before the ex-div na date. Okay? At the same time, yung mga important dates na ito, aside from our platform, you can also check the official announcement, no? Usually, meron yan silang company press release or PSE notice for exact dates naman din po. Okay? Ayan. So, why invest for dividends? No, I'll explain maybe siguro four main reasons on why investors use the dividends and why each matters for building passive income. Okay, number one, yung main reason natin from our title slide, no? Passive income meaning cash without really selling your stocks, no? And also funds. Dividends can give you cash payments while you keep owning that share. That means you don't need to sell, hindi kailangan magbenta. Part of your investment is to get that dividend. Useful ito is for those na are retirees or anyone who needs a steady payout. Okay? Number two is reinvestment. Okay? So you can compound your income. Many investors use their dividend cash to buy more shares. Okay? So over time, yung extra shares natin generate more dividends. Okay? So those who buy, no, will get more dividends because nga they buy additional shares before. Okay, so for example, if you start with 100 shares and then nagka-dividends ka, you may opportunity ka to buy maybe 50 more or 100 more shares. So your next dividend natin will be paid on a larger share count and that keeps on growing. Okay? Number three na reason, we have stability, no? It is actually a signal of steady cash flow for you and also yung ating portfolio. So companies that pay regular dividends are often more mature and have steady earnings and disciplined capital allocation. That make them less volatile than fast-growing firms that pay no dividend. Okay? So, but not all dividend payers, no, are safe. Always check sustainability ng mga metrics, no? Like for example, payout ratio and cash flow. So hopefully, the ratios, yung mga metrics na usually mention ko later, you can actually learn more of that in a deep dive version if you have attended yung best part series namin. Okay, yung dinidiscuss usually speakers natin for that one, we have JP and also representatives from our research team. Okay? Maybe you can put it sa inyong calendars, no? Tingnan nyo yung next na mga schedules for the best part series. Okay? Now, lastly is inflation hedge, no? Income that can really grow. So when companies grow earnings, they can also raise dividends. So if the dividends rise over time, they can help preserve your purchasing power against inflation. Okay, so it's not guaranteed, but companies with a history of steady dividend increases are better positioned to do this. Okay? Ayan. Now, key metrics for dividend investing, these are just sample no, ng mga key metrics that we usually look into when we want to evaluate stocks that have dividends. No, don't just look at how big the payout is. There are actually key metrics that you can use and also matter when it comes to dividend investing. Okay? Yan. First one is dividend yield. So this tells you how much income you're getting compared to the stock price. Okay, so a higher yield means more income today, but watch out for yields that seem to be too good to be true. That may signal risk, no, or baka struggling yung company. Okay. Second is dividend payout ratio. So this shows no how much of that company earnings are being paid out as dividends. Okay, so If it's too high, no, the company may not sustain it kasi masyadong malaki yung binibigay na dividends. And remember, it's not just earnings. Always check if the company has a healthy cash flow to actually pay those dividends. Iiwasan natin na may situation tayo na baka ma-hold yung dividends, hindi natin ma-receive. Okay? Third is dividend growth. Look for companies that have a good track record, no, of consistently increasing their dividends. Okay, that's one of the green flags. Is a good sign of long-term reliability and helps your passive income grow over time. Okay, lastly is X dates and also frequency. Some companies, they do pay quarterly, semi-annually, sometimes monthly, no? That frequency affects your cash flow timing. Always check yung mga important dates na sinabi ko kanina. For example, ex-dividend date. So you know when you need to own the stock to receive that kind of payout or dividends. Okay? Now, the good news is you don't have to memorize again, no, this. You can actually see the dividend yield, some of the metrics that I've mentioned, and also data, and even dividend history sa ating First Metrosec platform. Okay? Now, ayan. Let's go deeper to dividend yields, no? Parati ko na may mention kanina when we want to know more of that stock, no? Again, dividend yield, this show how much income you're getting compared to the stock price. So how do you calculate it, no? So here I have an example and also the formula as well, no? Yung formula natin for this one is dividend yield is equal to dividend per share divided by the price times 100. Okay, so for JFC, Jollibee Foods Corporation, no, yung kanyang stock price as of September 10 is 226 pesos. And also trailing 12 months, we have 3.15 dividend per share. So yung kanyang dividend yield, try natin i-compute, no? We have 3.15 divided by 226 equals to 0.0139 times 100, which we round to 1.39%. Okay? We also have Globe, no? 100 yung kanyang dividend per share. We also have stock price as of September 10 ng 1,530. So yung dividend yield niya is 6.54%. Okay? Now, let's get you involved, yung mga participants natin. I have here an example, okay? How about a small quiz? No, if naintindihan ba natin yung dividend yield. So if dividend per share is around 95 pesos and the stock price is at 1,125, what is the yield for TEL or PLDT? Is it A, 7.36? We have B, 8.44. C, we have 6.38. Okay. And so let me give a few seconds as well for those who want to answer. Okay. Ayan. So most of you, I think, answered B, which is 8.44. So far, wala na ding ibang nag-answer ng ibang letters. Okay? Now, yes, the correct answer is 8.44. So 95 divided by yung stock price niya at 1,125 equals to 0.0844 times 100 is equal to 8.44%. So again, the correct answer is B. Good job for those who got the correct answers. Okay? Ayan. So I think first one who got the correct answer is we have Sir Paolo. No, I think si Sir Paolo is parati na din nag-attend with other webinars natin. We also have Sir Jerome and Miss Maria and Sir John Lee. Again, ayan. So thank you guys. Now, yung na-answer nyo actually, those are available and accessible through the First Metrosec trading platform. So if you have an existing account. So for example, for PLDT, click lang po natin yung company na tab and then search for a specific stock, for example, TEL. And then the under po sa ating summary na tab as well, you can see yung mga valuation natin na metrics and also other informations na gusto nyong malaman. Okay? Ayan. Also, first, a quick note lang, no? We do have other research reports as well, no? For those investors who are into dividend play investing. Okay, so first, Metro Securities can provide research reports to help identify these stocks, no? I also explain how First Metrosec model portfolios make a stock screen useful for different investors. For example, dividend play or for those na gusto ng stocks na nagbibigay ng dividends and how you can use them as a starting point. Okay? So these model portfolios no are curated and are also updated monthly by our research team, no? So yung mga representatives natin from the research, maybe you have met them if you have attended some of our yung mga retail rounds namin here sa Visayas and also we also have some Mindanao and also some of the representatives are speakers of some of our webinars as well. Okay? Yeah. So the stocks are drawn from several universes, no? Broad investable list, for example, Philippine benchmarks natin such as MSCI, we have the PSEI, mid-cap names, and also dividend-focused na mga list, no? You'll see the section rules on the stock screen in the first Metrosec platform, okay? Now, few informations lang no para you know ano nga ba yung mga different na mga model portfolios no and para kanino na mga investors. Number one, riding the flows. This is for investors who want growth and market momentum. Okay, so it really focus on high liquidity, names favored by foreign flows and also traders. This is suited for shorter to medium horizons and investors who can tolerate price swings for capital gain potential. Okay? Number two naman, yung unloved, no? Is more of a value na mga value-based na mga stocks. It really focused on stocks that are kung makikita mo, it might seem undervalued relative to the peers but show earnings or growth potential. It is suited for investors with longer horizon who want to buy quality at a discount and wait for re-rating. Okay? And lastly, no, perfect for our tonight's session, no, yield seeker, no. This is for income-oriented picks. Okay? It focuses on stocks with attractive current yield plus evidence of dividend growth. This is suited for investors prioritizing steady na cash flow and growing passive income. Okay? Yan. Let's go deeper, no? Let's focus on the yields seeker na screen. Paano nga ba actually sila screen ng mga research team namin yung mga stocks na ito? Okay? Now, number one, they consider stocks with dividends higher than the 2-year Philippine bond yield. This ensures you are earning more than the risk-free return. Okay? Two is from that group, they rank companies by the expected dividend growth over the next 2 years. This actually helps us find stocks no, that increase payouts, not just pay once. Okay? And step three, lastly, is to finally check ADVA, a 3-month momentum score. So this confirms if the market is supporting the stock. Okay, so all of the three filters combined give us a list of dividend stocks with competitive yield, growth potential, and market support. No, you can actually view the updated list directly in the First Metrosec platform each month. Okay, so for example, for this one showing on your screen, this was a stock screen released last September 2. So the next one niya is probably on the first week of October or second week. Okay? You can actually check that again sa ating platform. Now, okay, so may mga questions na rin dito sa ating Zoom, no? You can just send it away and we'll try to answer them later. Okay? Ayan. So if you don't want to pick individual stocks, no, Pooled funds natin, especially UITFs and also mutual funds, are an easy alternative for income, especially for beginners or for example, for those na ayaw muna mag-try ng stock market but gusto nila ng investments that have dividends. You can try pooled funds, no? Specifically income paying funds, no? So these funds collect income from their underlying assets, for example, interest, dividends, REIT payouts, depending on the type of fund, no? So some funds pay monthly, others quarterly. You can actually check the fund fact sheet to know the schedules. Yung sinasabi ko na fund fact sheet, these are also available sa aming platform if you want to check if yung specific fund na ito is nagbibigay ba siya ng dividends. Okay? Now, for the sake for this webinar, no, I've highlighted two income style funds as an example. We have ALFM Peso Global Multi-Asset Income Fund, and we also have Manulife Global REIT Feeder Fund, no? So they do have different, as you can see here, magkaiba yung kanilang fund strategy. Yung isa balance fund, yung isa more of an equity fund, yung isa naman is from a different partner. And both of them are paying monthly. Both of them are also in peso. Okay? Also, yung ating income paying funds, no, they distribute income periodically and give you exposure to a basket of income generating assets in just one buy. Okay? Also, there are many more income funds, including USD denominated funds if you want, for example, FX na exposure. Okay? You can browse and compare these easily on the FundSmart, our one-stop shop with actually 100 plus partner funds, no, directly on the First Metrosec platform, specifically yung ating FundSmart. Okay? Yung ating FundSmart naman, yung mga funds natin dyan, there's no sales charge, no? Meaning you can invest without sales loads and transaction fees because yung friction costs natin are not passed on to the investor but are instead covered na po by the fund. Okay? Ayan. So actually, we are approaching the last part of our session, or maybe few slides more, but this will be more about building a dividend portfolio. Okay, now that we've seen different dividend investment vehicles and also strategies, let's talk about how to actually build that portfolio. Okay, now to make it simple, I'll share 5 practical rules that you can follow, easy steps that can guide you in choosing, managing, and growing your dividend investments over time, no? Dividend investing is simple in idea, pero kailangan natin actually maging discipline when it comes to practice. Okay? The goal for these 5 rules, no, is to reduce the risk while growing your passive income. Okay? Number 1 rule natin is to diversify. This is very important if you want to reduce the risk, no? Don't put all your dividend eggs in one basket. Okay, I have mentioned different investment vehicles. You can try others as well. For example, you can mix common stocks, preferred shares, REITs, income paying funds, no? Each asset behaves differently. Iba yung galaw ng each of that type, no? For example, REIT pays property income. We also have blue chip offers stability. And we also have funds that gives instant diversification, no? So a mix smoothest cash flow and also reduces risk. Rule number 2 natin, you can favor companies or funds with a track record of steady distributions. So, consistent payers, yung mga walang palyan, no, na nagbibigay talaga on time with their dividends, usually have a stable cash generation and disciplined management, no. So, at the same time, the content disclaimer, past consistency doesn't guarantee the future, no, but it's a strong starting filter. Okay? Rule number 3, reinvest yung mga answers natin kanina from the poll, no? Reinvest dividends to buy more shares. That's how your income snowballs, no? Lumalaki siya. Reinvesting accelerates growth through compounding without adding new capital. Okay? Rule number 4 is you might want to check for sustainability. Okay? Kaya bang i-sustain ng company yung dividends niya? Look at those payout ratios, yung kaniyang operation cash flow, and also recent earnings trends, no? Actually, at the same time, a high yield is very attractive actually, but if it's supported by cash flow, it can be a good um dividend play na stock. Okay, so use first semester sec at your most, no, to pull those dividend history if you want to check if okay siya when it comes to giving dividends and other data that you may need, no. Number five, lastly, is to have a long-term view. Dividend strategies natin need patience, no? So expect to hold for longer periods, not just weeks, no? Rebalancing years, review holdings, rotate if kailangan, if a company's fundamentals weaken, or even harvest gains if kailangan din. So you can tweak actually the five rules that I have mentioned, and you can actually build a dividend portfolio that produces reliable passive income. Okay, so First Metrosec is there to help you screen, monitor, and act, and also give you more information that are needed before you decide. No? Okay. But what experts say, no? Kailangan din natin makinig doon sa mga experts natin kung ano nga ba yung pinaka-effective na strategy on how to build those portfolios as well, no? Over the years, we have different schools of thought, no, have emerged on how to approach dividend investing. Okay, so some highlight na more on value of getting cash today, while others look to have systematic ways to pick high yield blue chip stocks for both income and also growth. Maybe I'll share with you guys for tonight is two classic ideas that investors can learn from. No, so these are not complicated theories, but practical principles that can help guide on how we think about dividends in our own portfolios. Okay. And so first up is balance today's income with tomorrow's growth, no? So the basic idea is actually popularized by dividend scholars. We have Gordon and Littner, is that cash today matters, no? So dividends are real money you can use or reinvest. So companies that reliably pay and grow dividends often signal stable cash generation and disciplined capital allocation. Okay, so when you receive that dividend, you want to reinvest the dividend and grow your dividends over time as well. No? So in practice, favor firms with a consistent distribution history with a healthy cash flow. Okay? Now, on the other hand naman, we have high yields, smart value, no? So dogs of the dough inspired approach. Maybe some of you are familiar with this. This is inspired by Geraldine, no? So this is a simple rules-based na method. So you can pick well-known large cap names with highest yields, also known as the dogs, no? Hold for a year and then rebalance annually. Okay, so the logic for this one is that some high yields come from temporarily depressed prices, offering both income and possible capital recovery. So it's a very straightforward, transparent, na rule-based method. Again, these are just different approaches from well-known experts on how they view dividend investing strategies. Okay, so our goal is to really build a portfolio that's best suited to your investment needs because lahat tayo magkakaiba. We do have different investment goals and also different risk appetite. Okay? So, important caution natin 'no, baka sabihin ninyo a high yield is a good signal, but can also be a trap 'no. So, always ask, is the yield high because of the stock price crash, or is the payout ratios unsustainable? Or for example, operating cash flow is shrinking. So as a starting point, you can actually try to research, no? You can use the first Metrosec stock screen or the yield seeker model that I have mentioned kanina to pull high yield names and then check ratios, maybe dividend history as well, and also X dates on the platform before you decide. Okay? Now, key takeaways, no? To sum up our actually webinar proper, dividends can be a good source of passive income from different instruments that I have mentioned. No, we have common stocks, preferred shares, we have REITs, we have income paying funds that fit different goals, no? So always check actually as well yung mga dates natin na na-mention ko for important dates, especially the X dates and key metrics that we've covered as well. And importante also to diversify and think of long term as well. No, if you are a beginner or new, try as well yung mga low risk na mga funds para at least alam natin paano muna siya gumagalaw before we actually try on those na medyo hindi pasok sa ating risk appetite. Okay? Now, if you're also ready to also take a next step, we can try to build as well or curate natin yung ating basket of dividend payers and reinvest for compounding. Okay? Lastly, we can trade with the confidence with the help of First Metro sex research reports. Yung mga mention ko kanina, those are helpful na mga reports, no? Especially if hindi tayo sure kung anong mga stocks na bibilhin. They are there to just guide you, no?